Phil Edworthy has been a community leader when it comes to getting kids back on the football field, and in a couple of days' time you're going to be having a major development camp for young players, the opportunity for them to get noticed at the University of Waterloo. Give us some details on that, Phil.
Yeah, so obviously, the pandemic's brought its challenges for high school players, especially seniors that are trying to get recruited to play at the next level. So we wanted to try and work with the university coaches who have not been able to actually evaluate players for the same amount of time and try and help both sides. So I came up with the idea of running a showcase camp, and with the support of Coach Faulds at Laurier, Coach Bertoya at Waterloo, and the rest of the OUA, we put together an event on Friday night where we're going to have 13 different universities, 2 out of province, and 11 OUA schools coming to evaluate the players. We have 86 kids from all across Ontario, from Thunder Bay to Windsor to Ottawa, even in Montreal. So, we're excited about providing those players the opportunity to get exposure.
What are you hoping that the kids take away from this? Exposure is one thing for sure, but it's also about getting just back on the football field, right? Being amongst their buddies, getting better, training, developing, all those things. It's been almost 2 years now for everybody, and I know that you're anxious to get out there, provide them with those valuable skills and advice, and hopefully allow them to get noticed by all the OUA schools that are going to be in attendance.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the big things with the camp is it's actually being coached by all university coaches as well. So every position group is going to have a university coach teaching them skills and evaluating them at the same time. So we hope, they have fun. They compete hard, and they learn a lot from the university coaches and from the experience, and hopefully be able to take some things back to play tackle football again in the fall.
What drives you? Why are you passionate about this? I think you've done wonderful things, giving these kids opportunities. What is it about this that you love so much, Phil?
One of the things, that when I was in high school, the best parts of my experience was playing on the football team and playing other sports. And the coaches I had and the teachers I had really instilled upon me that, you can make a difference. And so coaching high school football for the last 15 years, being a high school teacher, coaching at Laurier and running MVP has just kind of given me a way to impact the lives of many kids that, probably needed it just like I did when I was in high school.
Right.
And, it's a lot of fun being out here. Today we have the young guys out and we have our high school program. I love giving back to the community.
Tell me what's going on here today. We're at the University of Guelph. I know this camp that you've got here has been delayed. You got almost 30 kids, a little bit younger than what we're talking about, coming up in a couple of days here. But again, all ages, right? And they're out here and they're just having fun, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, so what we wanted to do is try and branch out a little bit. We've always been working with the high school kids since we started MVP 6 years ago, and we really wanted to, give players the opportunity to learn some things and develop even before they get to high school. So, we have kids from grade 6 to 8 that are out here right now having fun. We were supposed to run the camp back in December, but obviously, things happen. But, we're just excited to get the kids back out here again and really identify players that we want to have as part of our program in the future.
What is the vision for MVP football? You mentioned it there a minute ago, Phil. You started it now about 6 years ago. Why did you start it, and where has it grown to here in 2021?
The vision is just to keep providing players with different opportunities to develop and play the sport. We kind of started it, myself and Sean Godden back in 2016 because, we had been involved coaching high school, coaching with the Cambridge Lions, and we wanted to try and do something a little different and provide kids with a different opportunity. So we were fortunate to learn about the 7-on-7 model of football, which is kind of the basis of our program, where kids in the off season get to work on their skills. And then we take our high school team across the United States to compete against better players. And it's really just an opportunity to learn and develop for these kids as a whole. And our goal is to give as many kids as possible the opportunity to learn from myself and our great coaches. And then really ultimate goal is to play at the next level, whether it's the NCAA or U Sports. We have, close to 50 guys from our program since we started that are playing at the next level. So we just hope to keep growing that number.
Really remarkable numbers, and good for you, and congratulations for that. I think what you and Sean have done is absolutely amazing. The last thing I want to touch on, and we don't know if there's going to be a WCSSAA high school football season as we stand here right now and tape this interview, but Phil is joining the coaching staff for the KCI Raiders. It is Raider time for Phil Edworthy. He will join Kevin Horn, who's the head coach with the Raiders. Obviously you've spent a number of years as well coaching in WCSSAA football. KCI's a great school, and they got school spirit, and I'm sure you're just, you're buzzing if we're able to play in September that, you're going to be a Raider.
Yeah, I'm excited, and for those of you who know me well, I have been at 5 different WCSSAA schools coaching, and I've taught at 9 different schools over the last decade. So, I'm very fortunate that KCI finally gave me the opportunity to get a permanent teaching contract. My first order of business is to work with Coach Horn and try and really develop the KCI Raiders program into, a WCSSAA contender, and we're hoping that, that can start in September.
They've been very close in the past number of years. They've had some tough playoff losses, but Kevin has done a wonderful job, and he's been in this game of football for a long time too, including coaching here at the University of Guelph. What excites you the most about that challenge? And where I'm going with that is KCI is right there. They've had some good quarterbacks. They've had some outstanding wide receivers. Michael Thomas, Robbie Breck going to the University of Waterloo comes to mind right away. What excites you the most about that opportunity?
I think that the biggest thing for me is I'm excited to get to work with a new group and to really to be a part of my school and my group, because I was fortunate to spend a couple years coaching at Jacob Hespler with Coach White and Coach Magicomo, and I learned a lot from those guys about how to really develop a high school program for success. I'm just happy to take all of my knowledge and experience and turn a school like KCI, who's always kind of in the mix, and help us, specifically help the defense get a bit better and just push them towards the next level.
He is developing talent, he is a quality human being, and he's running an awesome camp. This coming Friday night at the University of Waterloo, 86 kids getting a spotlight and hoping to get noticed. Thanks for the time, Phil Edworthy. Good to see you, my man. And as always, check out MVP Football 7v7.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for having me. We'll look forward to seeing you at the camp on Friday.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.